In math today, we're going to focus on the two teen numbers 11 and 12. So you just watched a video on all the teen numbers 11 through 19 and you practice writing them in the sky. Now we're going to use our book. So let's go over our DLO, review 11 through 15 because those are the teen numbers that we're focusing on this quarter, and then we'll do some practice items. Okay, here's our DLO, our daily learning objective. Today I will count and write the numbers 11 and 12. Now it's your turn. Today I will count and write the numbers 11 and 12. Okie dokie. So let's review our teen numbers. Numbers in the teen, they start with a 1. So you have a numbers chart now that you picked up on Monday. And on the numbers chart, it has a row of 10, another row of 10, another row. Each row has 10 items. We already know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're going to focus on our teen numbers. And the only ones we're going to really zone in on are 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15 this quarter. We'll leave 16 through 19 for the last quarter. So 11 and 12 are the ones we're going to focus on. Numbers in the teen, they start with a 1. And next week we'll dive deeper into what that means. But for now, we're just going to practice counting and writing them. So 11 is a 1 and a 1. 12, I wrote too big, is a 1 and a 2. 11 and 12 are the only teen numbers that don't have the word teen in them. So we don't say 1 teen, we don't say 2 teen, we don't say 11 teen or 12 teen. We say 11, 12. So those are the two numbers that we're practicing today. 11 is a 1 and a 1. 12 is a 1 and a 2. I always forget my eraser is just at the bottom of my board. I'm going to put some items up here and we're going to count them and then write the numbers. You'll see, and I'll leave 11 and 12, well, we see it right here, 11 and 12. When we count our items today, they're all going to be the same objects. So, there we go. I'm going to put some dots up here and I'm going to put them in different arrangements and show you some strategies on how to count them. So I'm going to count these up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. One way, if you have counters, you can touch and move. That would be one way to count them, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Touch and move is one strategy. On your paper, we can't touch and move them, so we can cross out. I like that strategy because then I know which ones I've already counted. So count with me. 1, can you see that a little bit better? I'll zoom in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's a strategy. I'm going to erase those now. So I have 12, or some of you are able to keep track very easily by just touching and counting, but make sure you touch them. Don't just point like 1, 2, 3 because you always miss them. So make sure that you touch them with your finger because just like in the warm-up video about moving your arms, there's a connection when we move our fingers and our hands that goes straight to our brain and it helps us remember things. So we're going to touch and count and then we're going to write the number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. How do I write 12? A 1 and a 2. 1 and a 2. Candy cane foot. All right, let's do another example. I'm going to take these off. going to draw circles because I want to be able to cross them out a little bit easier. Okay. Another way you might see the items in the book are like this. In a circle. When they're arranged in a circle, you have to be careful because if you don't mark them, you'll end up just going around and around and around and counting and double counting. You don't want to do that. So the best way to start with an arrangement that's in a circle is decide which one you want to start with and then mark it and count it. I could start anywhere I want. I like to start at the top because it reminds me of a clock, but you could start anywhere. So watch me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then I stop because I already marked my first one. 11. How do I make 11? A 1 and a 1. Easy. Here's another way you'll see some work today. You might see 11 and 12. You might see them in a 10 frame. We know a 10 frame has 10 windows. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And then we'll learn more about the 10 frames. But I'm going to draw some items. Let's see. If I see a 10 frame and it's full, how many objects are in the 10 frame? 10. 10 frames are good tools to use because it helps me count faster. I don't have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If it's full, it's a 10 frame, there's 10 windows, I already know there's 10, so I can count up. I can say 10, 11, 12. That's one strategy that you'll use later on. So we've got 10, 11, 12. How do we make 12? A 1 and a 2. Let's do one more. I always forget my erasers right there. Next, it'll give you numbers and you'll have to draw the objects. So if it gives you the number 11, you can draw your 11 objects in any way you want. It can be in a row, it can be 2 rows, it can be in a circle. I wouldn't do the circle because you don't have that much space, but make sure that you count every item that you draw, like this. 1, can't see if I do that. How about this? There we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, and as I'm counting, I don't pick up my marker until I say the number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And I happen to make a row of 5 and a row of 5 to mimic a 10 frame so that I knew I could just go 5, 10, 11, or 10, 11. And then you'll have to also make 12. So we'll make 12 and then it will be your turn. 12, a 1 and a 2. So let's make 12 items. I'll do it a little different way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you have different options of how you want to make 11 and 12. So now it's your turn to count and write the numbers 11 and 12.